everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Fandom Fight here in the Teams Division. I am your host, Caleb Coho, and I am joined once again by the Commissioner, Tim Smith, fresh off of his stint in the ring. How you doing, Tim?
I feel like shit from being sick, but getting a little bit better each day. So here for this match to see who wins out of these two teams. Ought to be interesting since one of those teammates left and he had to go and replace him with someone else. So it's going to be interesting to see who we got, if they can stack up. And, I mean, going against a team like the Arrowverse Champions, both of them already know their Phantom stuff, Caleb. So it's going to be a good showing.
Absolutely. Today, Nuclear Option taking on the Arrowverse Champions. The Arrowverse Champions, fresh off of their round one victory over the Toon Squad, and Nuclear Option having the hardest round one matchup against the Silver Shamrocks. And then Alex Warden retired. So Kees is back, and he has a new partner. It'll be interesting to see how the dynamic changes, or if it does change, or how they perform today as compared to their round one match, or how they do in general against the Arrowverse Champions. It'll all be interesting, and we've all got questions, so let's throw it to the competitors themselves to answer them in promos.
Well, I am back in the Fandom team ring this time. However, in the last match, I had a very good partner, Alex Warden, who made sure that we got the win in that one. We performed very well against Lucas and Paul. Alex is gone, unfortunately, so I needed to look up a new teammate, a new competitor for this league. I think this competitor not only will show his worth today in teams, but he can also show his worth in singles, because we're facing very good competition. I have seen Eli and Zaddeus perform in this before. Eli, of course, in singles as well. And they know their stuff. They're very knowledgeable. So, yeah, who could I possibly look for in a teammate? Like, of course, my girlfriend for regular teams. Oh, she's not that well versed in the fandom stuff. So I was like, who could I possibly ask for?
Well, and to be fair, Kees, you only had to ask one time.
This is true.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen.
There he is.
I'm back. I'm back in the movie trivia world because a friend of mine needed some help. And he asked for my help, so I'm going to give it to him. And here's the thing about Eli and Zaddeus. Zaddeus is a little bit more unknown to me just because I never competed against him, nor was I ever personally there for any matches that he was actually in. So to me, he's the unknown. Eli, however, he's a powerhouse, but he's also got one hell of a mouth, and I've always wanted the opportunity to show him what's up. So, Kees?
Yeah, and the thing is, I've seen Eli perform, but I've also seen him talk, and I think that you and I can shut up up today because he needs that. I know our ability. I know that we're stronger than them, and I know that we want those belts at the end of this tournament. So, Zaddeus, Eli, it's going to be a good match. I respect the hell out of you guys, but you're going to go down, and we're going to win today.
It has been a long, long time since I've been in a multiplex match. And during that time, as you can see, a few things have changed. This has changed. This has changed. I decided to look at my life and the way I competed differently. And you know what? This has finally come. This match against Nuclear Option, Kees, and whoever his partner is. And I don't care because I have a strong partner in Zaddeus. Zaddeus?
Yo, thank you, Eli. Listen, this match has been a long time coming. I've been waiting for this since our first matchup. And like the others said, I've never been in a match with either of the two gentlemen. And they're claiming they're going to win today, which is hey, it's nice to have hopes. But we really know who's going to win today. We know who's going to win this tournament. That's the goal. Because me and you, we're the Arrowverse Champions. And like I continue to have to remind people, Champions is already in the name. All right? It's plain and simple. It's already spelled out. And I'm glad to see that they didn't guarantee a round one TKO like some other people did. But just the fact of having hopes, I would say I hate to let them down, but I really don't. Let's get this match done.
These people, our opponents, think that they can beat us, but I have a harder edge to myself now. I am focused. After losing so many times in the triple threat match, in the movie Warzone tournament, I am tired of this. I am tired of being put on a back burner by people. People know how strong of a competitor I am. But guess what? In this match, I'm going to prove it even more so. I'm ready to show Nuclear Option that they are not as great as they think. I am going to split their atom and make sure they go away.
A lot of words to be had there in promos. It looks like Chris Dohmen is the new partner. We haven't seen him in a while, or ever actually here at Multiplex, but it's been a while in these fan leagues. And the Arrowverse Champions, Eli looking a bit harder edged, and Zaddeus there to hype him up. It was an awesome bout and battle of words there, Tim. What were your thoughts?
Yeah, I didn't know Zaddeus had a new partner in Walter White. I thought he was off cooking meth in the desert somewhere, but apparently Zaddeus found him to team up, and of course, we haven't seen Dohmen this side of trivia since, I think since you grew pubic hair, so it ought to be an interesting match to see how these guys do. But yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see if the ring rust is gonna stick with Dohmen, or if he's going to be able to shake it off, and will Walt be too busy wearing his hat, going around cooking meth, and being able to play trivia? So it's going to be able to see.
Very interesting words there spoken, Tim, and let's get into our proper introductions. Introducing first, representing House Night Fury, and entering the ring with a record of 1 win and 0 defeats. They are Eli, the Showstopper McCaig, and Zaddeus, the Z-Man Smith, the Arrowverse Champions, and their opponents. Also entering the ring with a record of 1 win and 0 defeats, they are the Grand Admiral, Kees Cornelisse, and Chris Skywalker Dohmen. Nuclear Option. All right, gentlemen, round 1 is going to work like this. You've almost all played this format, so I'll explain how it works. Round 1 works like this. You're each going to get 10 questions from 10 different categories, each worth 1 point apiece. There is no conferring this round. Each team will be playing individually, person for person. You have 3 repeats for the entirety of a match, and a challenge rule, which Lucas Schobach just loves to utilize. If you get the challenge correct, you do get to keep it. If you don't get the challenge correct, you lose it for the entirety of the match. Any questions?
No.
All good.
No, sir.
All right, then
Boys,
I will be. Oh, sorry.
Good luck.
Hey,
We're
good
taking
luck.
out the nuclear waste.
All right. All right, so I will be proctoring to you your first question in round number 1, which comes in the category of the worlds of DC. Your question: how many films have featured Ben Affleck as Batman?
Sad Affleck.
The greatest meme in the history of the DCEU.
Maybe he'll go on to
Are we
bigger
talking
and better.
physical appearance or just the character?
The appearance of Ben Affleck in a film as Batman. That's all I can really give you. All right, count them down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go ahead and we'll start with Eli on this one.
3.
That is indeed correct. We'll go over to Chris.
3.
That is correct. We'll go over to Zaddeus.
3.
That is correct. And Case.
I said 3.
That is correct. We got a perfect sweep on that one.
Nice.
Well
All
done,
right.
everyone.
Gentlemen, your next question might change it up. Comes in the realm of Star Wars. And your question: who wrote Star Wars The Last Jedi?
This one, a little bit of an interesting one. Don't often throw writer questions in, but this is the one league that I think actually will ask it.
Well, this is a very
you've
fair
never
writing
thrown-
question.
You've never thrown writing questions in? Really?
Oh, nowhere
You're gonna
else.
go there?
Just here. Just here.
Who,
I've used
who,
writing
who
questions
wrote the
before. I've
second
used
best
Bullshit.
Star Wars movie?
Wow.
George Lucas?
No. This
Yeah, it
one.
was George Lucas.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We will start with Case on this one.
Ryan Johnson.
That is correct. Go over to Zaddeus.
Ryan Johnson.
That is correct. Go over to Chris.
Ryan Johnson.
That's correct. Eli, you going to make it perfect?
Ryan Johnson.
Boom. Perfect. Sweep through 2. And your next question comes in the MCU. Who plays Mordo in Doctor Strange? Doctor Strange, one of the more personal, smaller MCU films.
I hope
Well, I'll
that's
tell you what.
correctly.
A very wonderful time in theaters going to see that very strange movie when you first see it.
You know, I
It's
wouldn't
so
condone
trippy in
this, but if
IMAX.
someone, if anyone ever went to this on LSD, they'd have one hell of a time.
You don't really need LSD. You're pretty much already on it when you're watching it.
Yeah.
That would be the experience.
Especially in IMAX.
Oh, yeah.
Pens down. We will start with Zaddeus.
Chiwetel Ejiofor.
That is correct. We are going to be lenient on that one because it's a hard name. We'll go over to Chris.
Chiwetel Ejiofor.
That is correct. Go over to Eli.
Chiwetel Ejiofor.
That is correct. And Case.
I also had that. Chiwetel Ejiofor.
All right. We are perfect through 3.
All right, let's see if we go with 4 as we go into Star Trek. And your question. What is the name of the Starfleet officer played by Idris Elba in Star Trek Beyond?
Star Trek Beyond wrongfully screwed out of an Oscar in 2016 for Best Hair and Makeup by Suicide Squad.
Yes, I agree.
You guys are surprised the Oscars have always screwed films out of awards.
I'm actually very confused as to how Suicide Squad won that, just because like superhero movies usually don't win anything. So
Yeah.
I think Kane rigged it so he can enjoy saying, and your Oscar award-winning
no,
Suicide Squad.
Not just Kane. There are so many people who join that.
5, 4. I think they did it for the memes. 3,
Yeah.
2, 1. Pez down. We were going to go back to Eli.
I didn't have a clue, so I said flag.
That is incorrect. We'll go to Case.
Edison.
Fuck.
Oof. Okay.
Well,
I would
actually,
like to in a
the way
minute.
you worded that,
Yeah,
That's
he might
correct.
actually be correct. All right, we'll go over to Zaddeus
Yeah, it's just not right. I said Scourge.
and Chris. Yeah.
You didn't have it?
No, I said Captain Benjamin Edwards, and it's like
Okay.
Edison.
We will give that one to Case because he is correct. All right, and your 5th question comes in the category of Bond, James Bond. What James Bond film is the only one to be classified as a straightforward comedy?
Oh,
This is an interesting one.
James Bond meets Benny Hill.
That is definitely one that will never happen. Good job, Tim.
That's for you, Robert Parker, inside behind the scenes joke. You'll get that.
Well, somewhere in Wisconsin, Robert Parker is laughing uncontrollably. 5,
Oh,
3,
fun times.
2, 1. Pens down. We're going to start with Chris on this one.
Casino Royale, 1967.
That is correct. We'll go over to Eli.
Show off.
Nope.
All right, Case.
I also didn't have that.
Oh, no perfect games. And Zaddeus.
I said on the mattress, Secret Service now.
All right, nuclear option still in the lead. 8
Thank
to
you, Chris.
6.
All right. We go into the world of DC.
Wow.
That didn't work.
You always try new material. Sometimes shit hits, sometimes it doesn't. All right. Your question. What decade is Road to Perdition set in?
One of the best comic book films ever.
Eh,
It's a great film.
I enjoyed some other ones more than this one. But,
Well, it's
I mean, it's still a
definitely
good
not going to
film.
rank.
It's still a good film.
I mean,
Just
ranking up
saying.
there with some of the superhero films of DC, maybe not. But I mean, when you talk about greatest comic book films, you got to mention Road to Perdition. Very, very good.
I mean, I liked the movie. It was good. I just have other ones that are higher up.
Tom Hanks is great. 2, 1. Pens down. We're going to start with Eli.
1930s?
That is correct. Go to Case.
Didn't have that.
All right, we'll go to Zaddeus.
At the 50s.
All right, and Chris.
1930s.
That is
Thank
correct.
you.
Good job, Eli.
All right, and your next question comes in the world of the House of Mouse Disney. What was the first Disney film to win an Oscar in the category of Best Original Song?
Lots of Disney films to choose from.
Bit of a head scratch. I gotta think about this one. But yeah, Disney, a lot of great songs that have been nominated and won over the years. So this is gonna be an interesting one.
Oh yeah.
Pirates of the Caribbean not nominated for Hoist the Colors from Apple's End. That's
It shouldn't be nominated for that.
I do love that song. You shut your mouth,
2,
Case.
No,
1.
it's a good song. It shouldn't be nominated.
Pens down. We're gonna start with Case.
Pinocchio.
That is correct. We'll go over to Zaddeus.
Yeah, I didn't think about it. I said The Lion King.
That is incorrect. Go over to Chris.
Pinocchio.
That is
Thank you.
correct. And Eli.
I said The Little Mermaid.
Thank you, Chris.
Fortunately incorrect.
All right, gentlemen, we go into a world of magic, muggles, and just wizarding world movies.
And finally, you have agreed that this is a great franchise. Thank you.
Oh, I haven't seen Fantastic Beasts yet, so I can't say all of them. But
Don't. Just leave it at
Oh,
that.
see it. It's fine.
the rest of them are great movies. And your question from the wonderful world of wizarding: who prevents Harry and Ron from getting on platform 9 3/4 in Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets?
9 3/4.
Case is already
One of
correcting
my
you.
least favorite characters in
Listen
the
here.
franchise.
I'm an American, goddammit. And we say
Even I
3/4.
say,
No, you
even I
don't.
say, Tim, even I say 9 3/4.
Good for you. All
Well,
right.
Tennessee is in its own little world.
Listen,
Fine.
Tim. We respect you because you're a no match and you're a good commissioner, but come on, man.
He's a muggle.
Pens down.
Oh.
We'll start with Chris.
Dobby.
That is indeed
Fuck this
correct. We'll go to Zaddeus.
I've only seen this movie once. I said it in Malfoy. Draco.
That is incorrect. Go to Case.
Dobby, the house elf.
That's correct. And Eli.
Dobby.
That is correct. Big point there for Arrowverse. And your penultimate question comes in the category of scores and soundtracks. Who composed the score for Aladdin?
Yes.
The first of the trilogy, one of the best ones.
Amen to that.
That's the best
The
of
third of the
Aladdin
trilogy, one of the most
What?
underrated of all time.
I mean, it has Return of Jafar, which is pretty bad, but King of Thieves, that's a good ending.
But King of Thieves, like I
Yeah,
said,
King of-
is pretty awesome.
King
Yeah,
of
King
Thieves
of
is
Thieves
pretty awesome.
made up for it.
King of Thieves is pretty good. 5.
I enjoy Return of Jafar.
No, right, and here's the
Two,
thing. I'm not on the Return of
one.
Jafar hate train, but
Oh, no.
King of Thieves.
Pens down. We're going to start with Case.
I love Jafar.
I don't know. Jerry Goldsmith?
That is incorrect. We're going to go over to Eli.
Alan Menken.
Whew.
That is correct. Go to
Oh,
Chris.
man.
Alan Menken.
That's correct. And Zaddeus.
I would have been pissed if I got this wrong. Alan Menken.
That is correct. That is a big 2-point swing for Arrowverse Champions.
All right. Gentlemen, your last question to get you out of round number 1. Caleb Coho's favorite category, because if you've seen his matches, you'd be surprised if he writes anything else, of Pixar. And your question in Pixar. Cars 2. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Your real question. What was the second Pixar film to not win Best Animated Feature since the category was introduced?
This is a head scratcher. I think this is a thinker.
It's not that hard.
Of course, the Grand Admiral chiming in to correct me again.
Have some balls, man.
Hey, man, Lucas trashes you. Lucas trashes you. I mean, Lucas is still a harder critic to please than Kees.
Repeat the question, please.
That is the first repeat for Nuclear Option. I'm giving to him again, too.
All right. What was the second Pixar film to not win Best Animated Feature since the category was introduced?
I like this question. So.
Well, of course, you love Pixar, so.
I love Pixar. I love Oscars. So.
I'm surprised your whole room is nothing but Pixar.
You know, I have a Creed poster coming, a Creed 2 poster, and an Overlord poster, and Bad Times at the El Royale is right over here.
Well, of course, you know it.
Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We're going to start with Zaddeus.
Up.
That is incorrect.
one.
We'll go over to Chris.
Cars 2.
That is incorrect. We're going to go over to Eli.
Monsters Inc.
Oh, shit. Why did I do this?
Correct.
Anyway,
All right, in case.
it is Cars. Monsters Inc. was the first.
Damn it.
All right. That is 1 point for Nuclear. And at the end of round number 1, Nuclear Option is up 15-10. It is still a very competitive game going to round number 2, which works like this. Each team is going to get an opportunity to spin our lovely wheel brought to us by wheeldecide.com. If you like the category you land on, you are going to get 5 questions worth 2 points apiece. If you don't like the category you spun, you do have the option to spin again. But you're stuck with whatever you land on this time. If you do not necessarily know the answer to your question of the category that you did get, you can go to multiple choice, but it is worth 1 point. Star Wars, Worlds of DC, Marvel, Pixar, Star Trek, James Bond, Middle-earth, and Fast and Furious. Nuclear Option, you are in the lead. You have the option of going first or deferring to Arrowverse Champions.
I think I want to defer a case.
Yeah, let's go second.
All right, Arrowverse, your spin at the wheel is up, and it is away, and it lands on James Bond. Would you like to keep it or spin again?
I say we take it.
I say take it.
All right.
You're keeping James Bond then?
Yep.
Okay. And I'm going to give to you your questions in the category of James Bond. Your first question. Who plays Jimmy Bond in 1967's Casino Royale?
Woody Allen.
That is correct for 2 points. Coming out strong on their first question. Your second question. What Oscar was Moonraker nominated for?
I say we go multiple choice, that is.
Yeah, I definitely agree. Yeah.
All right, multiple choice.
All right, your multiple choice options are A, Best Production Design, B, Best Adapted Screenplay, C, Best Original Song, or D, Best Visual Effects.
Okay, I think it's either production or design or visual effects. Which one do you think?
I was thinking visual effects.
All right, I was too, so you want to go with visual effects?
Yeah.
All right, visual effects. Final answer.
That is correct for another point. Your third question in the category of James Bond is, what is the name of the henchman played by Benicio del Toro in License to Kill?
Multiple choice. I can't remember it. Can you? Do you know it?
No, I can't pull it.
All right, multiple choice.
All right, your multiple choice options are A, Perez, B, Braun, C, Sanchez, or D, Dario.
Which one do you have more confidence in? Because I'm thinking Sanchez, but I'm not 100% sure.
With Sanchez was C, right?
Yeah, I think Sanchez was C.
That's the one I was leaning to. So
You want to go for it?
yeah.
All right, Sanchez, final answer.
right, nuclear option.
Chris, I know this. I know this is Dario. Final answer.
Dario, yep.
That is a 1 point steal for nuclear option.
It's okay. That's only one.
Yeah.
All right, your third question.
Fourth, right?
Fourth.
Or fourth. You're right. Sorry. My bad. Your fourth and penultimate question in the category of James Bond. What is the name of the group of assassins at the beginning of Dr. No?
Three Blind Mice.
That's correct for 2 more points for the Arrowverse Champions. And your final question. What Bond villain is Madeline Swan the daughter of Inspector?
She is Jasper, Mr. White.
Yeah,
Mr. White.
I would say Mr. White, but
Mr. White.
I don't know his first. Yeah.
Is that your final answer?
Yes.
That is correct for 2 more points for the Arrowverse Champions.
Well done.
All right. And at the end of their turn at the wheel, the Arrowverse Champions are up 17-16. Nuclear option, you do now get a chance at the lovely wheel. All right. And your spin is away. Nuclear option. And it lands on Star Wars. Would you like to
Yeah,
take
we'll
it?
take that.
I think they want to respin. I heard Dohmen say respin. This is the devil, he said.
All right. It looks like they're going to keep Star Wars. Tim, you want to give them their questions in the category of Star Wars?
All right, gentlemen, your first question. And I reiterate, please let me finish the question.
Yes.
Thank you.
We will.
We'll let you.
You'd better. I hold your points. All right, your first question. How many films featured Kenny Baker as R2-D2?
Phantom Menace, Attack of the Clones, Revenge of the Sith,
Rogue One.
Rogue One.
Or what? No, he was dead by that time.
No, he wasn't in. No, he was not. No, he was not in the R2-D2
He wasn't
for.
He wasn't Force Awakens though.
Yes.
So then it's 7.
7. Final answer.
That is correct for 2 points. All right, your next question. What film is the last appearance of Admiral Akbar?
The Last Jedi, Final
Last
Answer.
Jedi.
That is correct for another 2 points. Third question. What is the name of the Gungan leader who banished Jar Jar in The Phantom Menace?
Boss Nass. Final answer.
Yes.
Another 2 points. All right, your penultimate question. What is the name of Warwick Davis's character in Return of the Jedi?
Wicket. Final answer.
Wicket T. Warwick. Final answer.
We just needed Wicket. Quit showing off. And your final question. How many times has John Williams been nominated for an Oscar for his work on a Star Wars film?
5 times. Final answer.
That is correct for a clean sweep.
Nuclear option is up 26 to Arrowverse Champions 17. So we still have a game going into round number 3 with a 9-point difference. Arrowverse needs to have a big third round. Our betting round, it works like this. We're going to give a category to the field. Both teams will pick a representative to answer the question and how many points they'd like to bet between 0 and 2 points. The person who answers the first question cannot answer the second, but when we get to the third, teams can reshuffle how they would like to have people answer questions. On the 5th question, each team will be given a separate one so that they can indeed confer should we get there. The game is over if a team is mathematically eliminated or reaches 0, which I doubt we'll have to do today, but that is the Jim and Nico rule. Any questions going into round number 3?
No questions.
No.
Looks like there are no questions to be had. And I will give the first category to the field, which is the MCU. Who will be answering the question, and how many points would you like to bet?
Shall I take it, Chris?
Shall I take it, Zaddeus?
You can, unless you go ahead.
I got it.
All right. It looks like it will be Eli and Case on this one. How many points would you two like to bet on for your teams?
That's my
Start
bet.
with Case.
None.
All right, Eli.
2.
All right. And the question from the MCU. What is the name of the character played by Donald Glover in Spider-Man Homecoming? Eli just went straight to the board as soon as he heard Donald Glover.
It's a good thing I didn't bet anything.
Good thing I love
5,
Spider-Man.
4, 3, 2, 1. Case, do you have an answer at all?
Nope.
All right. And Eli?
Aaron Davis.
2 points. It makes it 26-19 as we get into the second question, which Zaddeus and Chris must answer, which is in the category of Star Trek. How many points would both teams like to bet on Star Trek? All right. Zaddeus, how many points would you like to bet?
I'm going to go ahead and just bet 1 at least.
All right, Chris.
Bang 1.
All right, we have a interesting game, Tim.
All right, and your question, gentlemen. Who has appeared in the most Star Trek films?
This is going to be an interesting one. Both betting 1 could be a big swing in Arrowverse's favor. Should they get it?
Yeah, if they win the bet, that's the thing. If they both win, then
Change things up a bit. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Chris, what do you got?
Leonard Nimoy.
That is indeed correct for 1 point. And that is.
Leonard Nimoy.
That is a big point for Arrowverse right there. That puts them up to 20 with nuclear option at 27. All right, your third category. You can now switch up. Who will be answering is indeed James Bond. Who will be taking the question? How many points
Ace
would you
for
like
the
to
love
bet?
of God.
Yeah, I'll take it.
You want me to take it?
Yeah, go ahead, Eli.
All right.
Case and Eli back up to bat. All right, we're going to go to Eli. How many points are you going to bet?
Let me smart about this 1.
All right, and James Bond. Case.
1.
All right, both are betting 1. And your question: what was the final film to feature Roger Moore as James Bond? Both betting 1 makes this once again playable.
depending on how this goes, yes.
All right. We will start with Eli.
A View to a Kill.
That's correct for 1 point. And Case.
A View to a Kill.
All right.
All right, your penultimate one comes in Star Wars, which Dohmen and Zaddeus will take. All right, both of them seem ready. So, Zaddeus, how many points are you wagering?
Yeah, go at least 2.
Risking it for the biscuit. Dohmen, what about you?
2 points.
Both of
That
them
is-
risking it for that biscuit.
That could be interesting.
All right. Gentlemen, your question. 3 Star Wars directors have made cameos in Star Wars films. Name 2 of those directors.
This is another one. This could be interesting.
Well, this is I would say a must hit for Arrowverse and a must miss for nuclear option. So depending on how this goes, this could be the game.
This could indeed be the game. Count down 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We will go to Chris.
Rian Johnson in Rogue One, George Lucas in Episode 3, and Gareth Edwards in Episode 8.
And Zaddeus.
I put J.J. Abrams and George Lucas.
And your winner, by way of technical knockout, nuclear option. The
Just
answer
for the
was
record.
indeed, all 3 options were Gareth Edwards, Rian Johnson, and George Lucas. That was a barn burner, Tim.
Yes, when you are on a message from God, a mission from God, you have to win. Oh, wait a minute. I keep thinking it's one of the Blues Brothers, but it's Chris Dohmen. But no, it was a great showing by Nuclear Option. And a valiant effort by the Arrowverse Champions, taking nothing away from them, but Nuclear Option just having a great round 1 and round 2, and then everything just fell in place in round 3 for them after that.
That's exactly how I see it. That was the Arrowverse has nothing to hang their heads about that one. That was a great showing. Nuclear just came out and had a strong round 2 and a strong round 1, and Arrowverse had a very strong comeback in round 3. They were just trucking their way back. It came down to the end right there. But Tim, you want to take us into our post-match interviews?
No, you go ahead.
All right, we're going to start with our winners, Nuclear Options, who just tied the team's points record. How do you guys feel after that game?
Well, to us, it's kind of expected. We knew this would happen. We knew our quality. Now, that's not. I am not taking anything away from Eli and Zaddeus. They're good, but we're better, and we showed that today. And this is why we are going to move forward in this tournament. Chris, what do you have to say?
Gentlemen, I truly want to thank both Zaddeus and Eli for giving a good showing. Because I'll be honest, at the end of round 1, I was nervous because I was thinking, oh crap, now we're gonna have a good round 2, and we might have a crappy one. But then we got lucky. We hit Star Wars. But look, Kees and I, we both really know our stuff. I mean, and I'll be honest, when we started, I thought the ring rust was gonna hit me, but then I wound up having the best round 1 performance. And I guess I've been craving to get back in the action, and now here I am facing 2 opponents that really showed their stuff. And it was nice facing David Cross. Sorry, Eli. But thank you for Kees. Thank you for asking me to come in, and I'm glad I was able to help you.
Of course, yeah, and this just shows how strong I am in these leagues. I saw the poll recently where Caleb actually asked, like, who is probably going to take it from Robert Parker. Nobody is expecting me to take that belt, but believe me, I'm coming for that singles belt, and you're not ready for it. That's as simple as it is. Everyone is still underestimating me. Maybe they still think of me as a Star Wars guy. Well, yeah, today I was a Star Wars guy, but hey, at least it's a good strength of mine. At least I do it better than anyone else, I think. And
plus, Kees,
yeah,
not to steal your thunder from that, because seriously, dude, I have every confidence that you are going to succeed. You just might even do it. But then again,
and
I'm
also,
not singles.
That's true. I'm going to face potentially Eli in my next singles match, which would be very interesting. If he wins against Jake, I hope he does, actually, because, well, a little bit of a feud going on. And I know that I'm facing Zaddeus in my next TV match, so that'll also be fun. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to facing both of these guys again in the near future.
Speaking of who you're facing, you guys are now in the Pool B tournament finals, playing the winner of the Kings of Winter and Team 80s, which was a match that just went up last week. I know you guys are unaware of the winner at this point. Who are you hoping to be playing?
You and Jim Green.
Well, lucky for you boys, you're getting it. Here we go. I have been dying to shut you up, Kees, and I've got it. This is going to be the most realizing moment for you in your entire career in fandom, where you realize in every comment section when you go, oh, I got 30 for 40 in this, I went 99% in that. There's no proof of it on screen that you actually did that, and you're just kind of making that to intimidate people, probably. That's my guess. But
Caleb,
now you have to show it in the ring against me and Jim, and we just
I want to stop you right there. Here's the thing. As a fellow Minnesotan, you know that we like to toot our own horn passive-aggressively. But listen up, bud. You're good. Jim's good. But I could take you both on single-handedly.
Oh, that is hilarious. You see, you know what happened? You didn't get to see that match. But we put Jeremy and Sandy, two of the best players in the space, back in a retirement home. And you're just the next one on the list of the people that we have to go put back into Shady Pine Retirement Center, Chris, because I don't know what hole you crawled back out of. Sure, you had a good game today, but it's Eli and Zaddeus, and they're good. They're good, but their name says it all. They're DC boys. And here's the thing. When you're coming in the ring with the Kings of Winter, I am from Minnesota too. And here's
the thing, though. Game of Thrones is not an option in movie fandom, so I don't know what you're trying to brag about.
It's all about the cold, and you
cannot
handle the intense blizzard of knowledge you're walking into with me and Jim, and I'll leave you with that. So you know what? Good win, golf clap. But
thanks.
We're gonna make sure that when we're done with you, you'll go back to whatever retirement pub you crawled out of, and we'll send Case packing his bags for that galaxy far, far away. Because the truth be told, Case, you are just the Star Wars guy, and that's all you're ever going to be. And me and Jim are going to show that to you very, very soon. So thank you for playing, and we'll see you all in the finals. And here we are with our unfortunate losers, Arrowverse Champions, Eli and Zaddeus. Tough loss, guys. You played your hearts out. How are you feeling after that one?
Zaddeus, I would like to apologize for that outburst earlier after you got that question wrong. I apologize. I was very confident in the answer. I knew it. I had it in my head. I was hoping that you had it too, but it's okay. It's okay. It is okay, because they might have won this day, but next time when we come back around, we will go up against them again, and we will beat them the second time. Because I always believe in second chances. Second chances are always when the best performances happen.
Yeah, I believe that too, my good sir. And to call a spade, I had a shitty first round, but I'm not taking anything away from these guys. The ugly option did their damn thing today. They played a good game, played a good first round, had a hell of a second round, and that third round was neck and neck, and they came out with it. I did screw up on the last one, and I'll have to bite that. But knowing who they faced next round and seeing how they did in this performance, I have no problem in saying that I hope that they become champions. So when we do have that eventual rematch, because I see it down the road too, that'll be for a championship match. Good job, guys, and good luck.
Speaking of your next match, any preference of anyone for this tournament you have your eyes set to play to kind of rebound? Anyone you kind of want to face?
Who do we want to face?
I don't have a target, right?
We really, as of right now, we're not looking at anyone in particular. We just want to compete because we have been waiting for this particular match, so we just want to compete more. We've been on the back burner waiting and waiting and waiting, simmering, feeling the heat. But we just want to compete now. We just want to release that heat and maybe warm up some Minnesota area.
I hear what you're saying. You see, after we win the belt, though, you're gonna have to come after us. So you're gonna have to wait a little bit for that one.
Caleb,
there's another team from Minnesota you could face after they lose to us. We can maybe make that rematch happen.
Well, Caleb, all I'm hearing out of you is false words that have not yet happened yet. So you can talk and talk and talk all you want, but eventually all that talking is going to smack you in the face. And I really do believe that Chris Dohmen and Kees Cornelisse will take those words and smack you in the face and make you cry like a little baby.
See, Eli, I'm good about my words because I backed them up. Remember the last time I spoke my words, I said I was going to beat you, and I did. And then I said I was going to beat you again, that triple threat. And I did.
But you didn't do it.
So I did. I beat you in the triple threat. I came second place. I beat you. I came second place. As far as I'm concerned, you coming last place means that Alex and I both got a win over you in my book. And here's the thing, Eli. I'm telling you this right now. I'll tell you this right now. You're in the singles. You're in the singles tournament to look forward to, and good for you. I'm happy for you. You handle your business. You take out Jake. You take out Case. and then I'll see you in that triple threat singles #1 contender match again, and we'll make it a three-peat where I beat you for the 3rd time,
Oh,
and we'll see how that
do
happens.
you not remember what I just said about second chances? Well, second chances.
All right, buddy. All right, you handle your business. We'll see how that happens. And
I'm
we'll
just
see you
gonna say
guys
this one more time. One last thing. I hope that I beat Jake, so I can go up against Case 1-on-1. And even in the future, I hope Dohmen stays around and plays in singles, because I want to play him 1-on-1. There is no one in this league, Movie Warzone, Fandom Fights, anyone that I will not go up against 1-on-1. I will fight my hardest. And when we get to the Movie Warzone #1 contenders match, I'll beat them. And then when I become the #1 contender in Movie Warzone, I'll go on and I'll face Paul Oyama. And I will make sure I take that title away from him. I don't care how good he is. I will take that belt away from him. I will take all the belts away from him.
All right, John Roca, it was a nice game for you. Nice performance.
Where's my
Zaddeus.
cowboy hat?
Nice performance for you and Zaddeus. Good job today, and we'll look forward to seeing you in singles. Both of you for continuing to compete. We will see your team next year. So thank you all for playing, and we'll see you in singles, Eli. See, Tim, this is why I don't do post-match interviews, because everyone wants a piece of me, man. So, as you heard from those interviews,
here's the thing of why this happens, Caleb. A, you instigate it.
Oh, so
B, you instigate it. And of course, this responds back depending on the persona. And we have 3 out of 4 personas that basically will not be afraid to go check to check with you. Zaddeus being a very nice man that will just let it fly off and take it as day by day, which, good man. The other 3, of course, this is what's going to happen when you shit talk. We go over this again and again.
I can back it up. I'm a top 5.
I'm not saying you can't back it up, Caleb. I'm just saying the point you said to me, this is why I don't do post-match interviews, and this is why I said when you instigate it and start it, then you get this happening. I just thank God Jim was not here to make this worse.
See, if Jim was here, we wouldn't have had any issue, because there'd be 2 of us talking and we'd filibuster for 10 minutes. Anyway.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Don't.
Anyway.
Let me get the shit boots, because it's getting deep in this bitch.
All right. Well, this has been a great episode of Fandom Fight Teams Equal Option and Arrowverse Champions. Let's go take you into our post-match plugs, starting with the winners today, Nuclear Option. Case, where can they find you?
You can find me on our new YouTube channel that I run with Chris here, dedicated to art. Find us on YouTube and follow us on Twitter at D2A Channel, Instagram as well. We're on Facebook. You can find me at Dutch Movie Guy on Twitter, and Kees Cornelisse on Facebook if you figure out how to spell that.
All right. And Chris, where can they find you?
You guys can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Skywalker Dohmen. Follow me on Stardust there as well. And again, follow us on Dedicated Art, and you can follow my band Silver Nightfall everywhere on social media at Silver Nightfall. Peace out.
All right. Our losers, Arrowverse Champion. Eli, where can they find you?
You can find me on Twitter at Mr. Eli Mac. You can follow me on Facebook at Eli McCaig. You can follow me on Instagram at Mr. Eli McCaig. And that is where you can find me.
All right, and the Z-Man, Zaddeus, where can they find you?
Yo, you can find me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Zaddeus Smith. That's ZA2DEUS Smith. I'm doing trivia all over the place. Also find me on the Stardust app at Retributions D, doing movie and TV reviews. And by the way, if you're leaving a comment on this video, or if you like search for me on any of those social media platforms, just remember, if you leave a like and leave a comment, don't forget to hashtag it with fuck Terra Nova.
You watch your fucking mouth. You little shit. Your ass is mine.
That was amazing. That is my favorite post-match plug of all time. All right, Tim, where can they find you?
All right, do me a favor, Caleb. Get the stopwatch out.
All right, here we go. I'm going to bring out the stopwatch.
When I start talking, that's when you hit it, okay?
All right, you got it, boss. Let's do it.
All right, I am TM Smith, and you can find me here on Multiplex all the time. Sundays around the league with Nico Suave Regole. Movie Mondays with Jess Morgan and Jake Marangoni. Tuesdays on TV, Fandom and Regular with Jim Green and myself. Sports Wednesdays with myself and Dan Skip Allen for Sports Battlefield. And Multiplex Fantasy Football Update, hosting with this man, Caleb Coho. On Thursdays, we have nothing but upcoming shows with Caleb and Jake. On Fridays, you can find me helping out in Fandom with Caleb Coho, or if Kane is still in that Afghani prison that Ryan locked him up in. And Saturday, Nerdgasm. Stay tuned for a lot of our great stuff around Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Instagram. Booyah.
42 seconds. Not bad.
Fuck you both.
We're going to work on it. All right. Let me show you how it's done. I'm going to break Eminem's words per second count from Rap God. Ready? You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Caleb Coho. That's KALEBKOHO. You can find me on YouTube, Caleb Coho, where I do music, Coho Productions, where I do film. And on both channels right now, my movie Chick Cartoon is out, where you can watch for free. What's not free is my album Shoot for Teens, The Group, The Forks, which is on iTunes, Spotify, wherever you consume your digital music. And you can find me right here on Multiplex Entertainment every Friday, hosting Fandom Fight singles and teams and Nerdgasm on Saturdays, and Multiplex Fantasy Football on Wednesdays, and a new show with Jake Marangoni that we'll be announcing very soon on Thursdays. And you can find me taking the singles and teams belt very soon. So thank you all for watching. I have been Caleb. That has been Tim. That has been Chris and Case. That has been Eli and Zaddeus. And this has been Fandom Fight Teams. We'll see you all next